Our final committee meeting of the day is the Budget and Finance Committee. Those committee members are Lombardo, Amobian, Fusco, Boyes, and Bolden. We do have all committee members present. Councilman Fusco is online with us and has not connected to video yet, but we do have a quorum whenever you're ready, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. First of all, welcome to the Budget and Finance meeting this afternoon. Can I get an approval of last week's meeting minutes?
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. We have a couple items on time for Budget and Finance. I believe the first one regarding the City of Talmadge, I think we're still going to take time on that one.
That's correct. We would ask for time.
Right. And the second one, I'm not sure if we're doing time.
If everyone's ready, I would ask for passage tonight.
Okay. All right, we'll start with that one then. This is an ordinance providing for the temporary appropriation for the current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Akron for the period of January 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2026, and declaring an emergency. All right, Mr. Wheeler.
So this is our temporary budget for expenditures from January 1st to March 31st. We printed it last week, and, I have not heard of any questions. So if there are none, I'd respectfully ask for passage tonight.
Very good. Do we have any questions from committee members or council members? I'm not seeing any. So would you like this on suspension of the rules or consent?
Consent's fine.
Consent. Can I get a motion for consent?
So move.
Second.
Very good. Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very good. Consent agenda it is. All right, moving forward with our current pieces of legislation. The first is an ordinance authorizing the issuance and sale of notes in a maximum principal amount of $3 million in anticipation of the issuance of bonds and in anticipation of the collection of special assessments heretofore levied, to retire notes issued for the purpose of paying the property owner's portion of the cost of paving, grading, constructing, reconstructing, and installing curbs, concrete sidewalks, storm sewers, sanitary sewers, and water mains, all together with the necessary appurtenances thereto, to serve the residents at Good Park subdivision in accordance with the petition submitted by NDC Good Park LLC and declaring an emergency. Mr. Fricker.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this is one of two notes that we issued last year that we will be rolling over for an additional year. So this particular note was for the assessed portion of the improvements that were done to the residences at Good Park development. So this will be rolled another year. We are close to doing the assessments on those improvements. Once we do that, the property owners will be able to pay that bill either in cash or have it certified, and then we will issue a long-term bond for the people that certify to their property taxes.
Very good. Very good. We have any questions from Budget Committee members or other council members? Seeing and hearing none?
And we would like to pass this if we could.
Okay. I get a motion to suspend the rules with a favorable report.
Motion to suspend the rules, favorable report.
Second.
Is there a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Very good. Very good. Second piece this afternoon, ordinance authorizing the issuance and sale of notes in a maximum principal amount of $41 million in anticipation of the issuance of bonds to retire notes issued for the purpose of providing funds to pay the cost of various improvements in the city and declaring an emergency.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this is the portion of our last year's various purpose note that was approximately $60 million. We took the 2023 portion of that note to long-term financing, and the 2022, and then we are taking the 2023 and 2024 portions and rolling that for an additional year. So that represents this $41 million note that we are rolling for an additional year.
Okay, very good. Any questions from Budget Committee members or other council members? And what would be your pleasure this
We would like to pass this as well.
All right, can I get a motion to suspend the rules?
So move.
Second?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Very
Thank
good.
you.
You're welcome. Third piece is an ordinance adopting the city's cybersecurity program and policy, authorizing the chief technology manager to take appropriate actions in the event of a cybersecurity or ransomware incident, including making the appropriate local and state level disclosures and declaring an emergency. Mr. Wheeler.
Thank you. So when the state passed House Bill 96, which was the comprehensive budget bill for the state appropriations, it created ORC 9.64 in terms of cybersecurity requirements for local agencies. And ultimately, there's 3 requirements as part of this. The first is that we have to introduce and adopt the cybersecurity program, which is attached to this piece for your reading pleasure. The second is whenever an event occurs, we have to report to both the Ohio Cyber and Integration Center and the Auditor of State. And the third is we must pass an ordinance authorizing this legislation to be deemed that we are taking these actions. So under this, what we're doing here is we're identifying the critical functions of cybersecurity risks. We're identifying the potential impacts, and we are looking at the mechanisms to detect and prevent potential threats. What's unique about this piece of legislation is it requires the legislative body to deem who they would like to report it. And there is a timeline of events of when things have to be reported. So why we've worded it this way is to allow the Chief Technology Manager, Dan Rozenek, to act on behalf of the city during an event if one to occur. With that, if there's any questions, I'm happy to take them, but yeah.
Okay, well, one question we have is from Councilwoman Linda Mobian. Go ahead, Linda.
You may have just answered it. You've identified a staff person who will be responsible for doing this?
Yes. So ultimately, if an event were to occur, it designates the Chief Technology Manager. In our case, that's Darren Rozenek.
And that would be one of his duties or his primary duty?
In the case of a cybersecurity event, that would be his primary duty. So this is in addition to his day-to-day, if something were to happen.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sure, Councilman Bruce
Maybe,
Bolden.
maybe you got a stupid question. If that happens now, is he not able to do that? So if it happened right now,
No,
we're
what the
just
state
giving
is
him.
doing.
Oh,
No, it's a
wanna
fair
make sure.
question.
I didn't want to make sure it's going to default to me.
No,
Okay?
so ultimately, this is all kind of going into effect as of January 1st.
Okay.
So the state has put out a timeline of events. We had to basically adopt a program by September 30th, which we had. It includes training. You may have been through some of the OPCI and Saber Age training that we've done earlier this year. That's been a citywide effort. And starting January 1st, once this is passed and is in place, any future events would be then delegated by Darren.
I mean, I would think that if anything happened now, we would lean on
That's correct.
to do that
And that's
now, as he's the chief technology officer for the
Right,
city,
and-
and that's, he has the only person that's really capable of running that right now, I would think.
yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I don't have a problem with it, I just,
Yeah. Just to be clear, this is something that the state auditor is implementing for all local governments throughout Ohio.
we basically had it in place that he would be
Correct,
one of them to take
Yes.
over. It's kind of a given. right? Okay.
Yeah, and this is just one of the requirements is the formality of passing in order to,
Okay.
Well, since you mentioned it, as far as stupid question, you know, I'm sure there's more than, everybody's always trying to hack into us more than we know. So Darren, at the end of the day, I mean, are all laptops supposed to be shut down? You know, or any, in general, is that like,
So if you're just talking about daily, we do request that all devices that are on the network are shut down daily, yes.
yeah, I thought, that's not, okay.
Even
And by shutdown, that is not fully off, that is just logged out of or restarted.
Okay. Well, I shut this down, but not phone.
But not phones included?
No, phones are.
Yeah, yeah. All right, I was just curious. Councilman Jeff Fusco.
Thank you, Chair. I have a number of questions. I know this was put out in August, but the enforcement piece, and I don't know if I understand that some of this we may not want to show all of our cards on. I get that piece, but I think we also need to be able to answer questions from constituents. So the enforcement piece and protocols and all that, and this is quite comprehensive. And I would like a little bit of time, if it's okay, and I'll make that in form of a motion to refer this item. But I think we just really need a lot of time to understand this in its entirety, and what the protocols are going to be, and the enforcement and all that, because now that the state's getting involved much more, I'm not saying that's a bad or good thing. I'm not judging that piece of it, because maybe they have, more firepower than we do whenever it comes to, identifying and figuring these type of things out. But I just have a number of other questions related to this, and kind of understand, I think, where I'm headed. I hope.
Yeah. Actually, I'm thinking that in the ordinance, in this legislation, I'm thinking if you scroll down to I think it's page 2, the purpose and objective of the legislation. I think it has some notes in from the previous piece. It says, because it's talking about the $41 million note.
I'm not seeing that.
I do see that too. It looks like we're going to need an updated UCR for this one.
But anyhow,
Okay.
because I was wondering the cost of all this here.
Yes, I mean, there's no actual cost other than the fact that we are continuously making improvements to our,
Cybersecurity.
our network and cybersecurity.
Okay, okay, because I didn't see that.
Yeah, and those come throughout the, when we do our operating budget and we appropriate for both the IT department and, certainly within like the water and sewer and police and fire departments, there's also, software and cybersecurity type items in those budgets as well.
Okay. Be all right to take some time? Yep. Could I get a motion for time?
Motion for time.
Yep.
Second.
All right, motion and second for time. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, we're going to take time on that.
Thank you.
Reconvene next week. All right. No other business coming before us. Budget and Finance is adjourned. Thank you.
That is our final committee meeting of the day. Council will meet in special session at 5 o'clock. Thank you.